Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to this beautiful channel and this beautiful, beautiful community. And it is Twitter time. It's only been 2 days, but there have been a lot of great charts that I had to get out of the way. Well, not out of the way, but I want to show you the charts before they get old. Well, in this world, they can become old within 1 day, but still. I just did the shipping recap. Check it out if you're into that. There are some very, very good setups there that with a great tight stop loss, beautiful, beautiful long term. You can hold it while collecting dividends. There are two, maybe three, at least two very good plays at the moment as we speak. Check it out. So Twitter, what have I been seeing that are has caught my interest? Let's see. We have my good man here, finding value finance, platinum ratios. Andy here. You can see here one platinum against gold. Clearly, we are in this channel here to the downside, and you can see that the momentum is slowly coiling even more and more. And we are close to a potential double bottom here. Let's see which way it goes. Um, but platinum could be the silent mover here again. For me, platinum needs to get roughly above 1150 for the big levels to get taken out. And now we are, I don't know, 900s, give or take. So, and we have platinum against palladium, like here, coming down, curling to the upside. Same thing here, maybe. So definitely platinum looking really, really good here from a ratio perspective. And against silver, this is beautiful. We have, maybe it should be added a bit up to the upper side here. So we add the highs. It doesn't matter, but still big squeeze here again showing that platinum could be outperforming some of the bigger metals big time here. It's a very, very scarce mineral or metal to get out of the ground. So trouble in the Wally world here. This is Walmart again. Going back, what is this? Roughly 18 months, give or take. Huge move down here ever since we have just been grinding, 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 and we are losing the 200 moving average and the lower side. That is not pretty for Walmart, that is for sure. And usually when you have these breaks here, if they go all the way down, you actually visit the lows of the triangle. So that is not ideal. JC Parrots here, but it is only 7 stocks. Germany, new all-time highs here. You could argue that this is an inverted shoulders or a cup and handle. It doesn't matter. But look at the previous weeks here. I think this is weeks. Yeah. Green, 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 green. Again, should you be buying here? In my view, I wouldn't be I wouldn't be buying into this rally. I would much rather buy the pullbacks or the flags, whatever that comes up here. There's a lot of stuff going on when you try to break into all-time highs. You can just see that on gold last Monday. A lot of shenanigans is going on. So, but definitely that's amazing. These all-time highs for the indexes has definitely amazed me big time. I know that Borak has also called this breakout here. So I mean, for me, it's quite amazing, but it is what it is. The charts never lie. Tesla flagpole flag just coiling right below here. Man, Tesla could be up for a big move once again if this really plays out. We have some spikes, lower lows. I quite like it actually for Tesla. I mean, Tesla has also been lagging the big seven, so makes sense for it to pop as well. Silver traders capitulation this morning down 5 days in a row after Sunday's night parabolic move. Price back to the 200 moving average and support at the 23.5 dollar. I think we actually came down to we're actually below. Yeah, we came down to roughly 23, a tad below right now. So yeah, definitely we are roughly where are we actually? We're right here, give or take. But again, there should be a bounce coming in here now. How high will it be? I don't know. But if you look at the moves, red, 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 we have a bounce. So maybe we have a side step here, retrace, and then we go lower. Or this is the bottom and we finally crack it to the upside. But definitely it's very oversold here in the short term. Gold ventures, again, silver typically level reached for this retrace. This is 23.6, so we actually went a dollar lower. So we actually all the way down, where are we? Right here at the next fib, actually, at 22.8. Yeah, you can see it there. Huh, amazing. 22.82. So this is exactly where we are at that fib. So we took it one step further down right there. CEO technician here. A funny thing happened last week as silver and gold got hammered following a bizarro Sunday night futures short squeeze. The most hyper high beta precious metals miners, CDE, barely budged after rising 60% in the last 3 weeks. CDE only fell roughly 5%. Again, the miners, even though the metals are dropping here, the miners are actually holding up quite nicely. That is a good thing to see. And this goes back, like roughly a year, and we are having made the first higher high here and above the 200 moving average. So CD here is definitely trying to hold its ground against the metals. Silver, we're getting closer. This is like the last rock pull until the long-awaited move begins. Right, so we're trying to, which I also have done, tried to show the 2008-9 move here, which is very identical to the move here. So this could be the last move you get here in this cluster. Again, we have to wait and see, but still, you have the similar setups here, the same fractal. Again, if that happens, you are going to into the 40s for silver. Sounds strange now, I know. Gold closing the week above $2,000 is hugely bullish, and COMEX gold is higher than spot. We all know that gold is at roughly a tad below. It's at $20 below 2,000 right now. So yeah, it has dropped 1% more, and actually losing some big levels as we speak. I want to show you, we lost that blue breakout there, and we have lost the green uptrend. So that is not ideal for gold. That is for sure. Without any doubt, in my view, that's not ideal. So NVIDIA here, back with vengeance. Again, this is roughly 3 days ago, so Friday. Again, breaking to the upside here, and now we are, I think today we actually came down quite heavily. But again, that's just a breakout retest kind of thing for now. So I wouldn't call it over as we speak, but definitely want to look for here. And NVIDIA is like a $1 trillion company. That's just amazing as well. Reina Silver here, long-term trend line going back roughly 3 years. Man, if we can break that one here, that's the start of something very big. This is log scale, so you can see here what could be potentially coming into. We have the highs there, first target, the cluster here, second, third, fourth. Reina Silver, upon that break, wow. Ethereum, a big breakout this week as priced clearly went through the ascending triangle resistance, and now the November 2021 pivot VWAP zone. So we're breaking above here. I know that crypto has gotten clubbed today. I don't know where we are. So, but definitely that's a breakout. So if it only got down to here for the retest, that's totally fine, totally standard. But we don't want to get into to get below the 2000s. That would pretty much sting for Ethereum. Aluminum here is now cheaper than it was 6 years ago. I think also if you have a trend line there, you can also see the squeezing coming up here. I can't draw it for you, but that's a triangle squeezing there. I can't remember if there's a trend line coming from over here as well. So aluminum looks, oh, aluminium, I don't know how to pronounce it. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm talking about. Looks quite interesting here for a long-term play. Rock bottom entries here for you troll ass bears out there. You're about to get a spanking. This is the biggest silver bear trap in the sector has ever experienced. Remember, 9% weekly candle in 2010. What happened next? Where are we now? 2010. So we should be somewhere over here. No, there it is. Excuse me. Yeah, exactly. And then we just grinded. We squeezed sideways, and then boom. We popped. Like a few months later. So yeah, makes sense. I really like that take. I haven't seen that myself. So again, JC here. Notice how the only people crying to you about the crisis coming or some kind of catastrophe event have just blandly ignored the bond market completely. If there is risk out there, you will see it in the credit. Yes, that's true. Also, you can see here, this is the SPX, the SP 500. It's clearly purely in sync with the junk bonds divided by the US Treasury bonds, almost to perfection, right? So again, I know that this one is coming to resistance here. So again, that's what we want to break with conviction. But definitely a nice take. I want to look into this ratio myself. That's for sure. Nice one. I like it. Stefano here. Gold, my forecast for next year after a Pullback between, you see here, 1970 to 2000, an attempt to roughly 2250 worst case, or the best case, roughly 2500, give or take. So that's what he's pointing to here. Again, you can see the indicators is also making some inverted head and shoulders here. I don't know exactly what that indicator is, but yeah, you know, we are coming down into a tad below 2K, which is where we are right now. So now we want to see that move up again. And then he has his targets here for gold. And yeah, it makes sense in my world. It really, really does. Ratio of emerging markets to the US equities hit a 22-year low this week, back to November 2001 levels, excuse me. So big move down here, and then we have the rise, and then big move down, and we are at double bottom territory here for the emerging markets. That's just a nice little thing to know, right? Where you maybe should be putting your money for the next decade. Commodities, yeah, it is what it is. Again here, job openings against the SP 500 has diverted. SP 500 has went up. Job openings down. Usually they have a very tight correlation. So which one win? I don't know, but the gaps or the jaws has to get closed one way or the other. That's a nice view on things. AG, next big target is roughly 30. Perfect back test. And this is First Majestic. You can see here again, I do agree that this squeeze that we're seeing right there is the same as we saw here in 2026. So we are going to have a big spike. Do we go to 30? Maybe not. But definitely, I think we're in for a big move up here. I think these moves down here are very similar. So again, if we spike here, that would also indicate that silver is going to be at a lot higher prices for this, in order for this to take place. So definitely a good take here. Again, the long-term trend line here, we're just grinding it, and we should pop higher. I do agree, and I have posted this as well on Twitter regarding to First Majestic. Trend Spider, when will Apple resign as the most influential stock come to an end? This is a roughly 25-year long rising wedge. That's just insane. Bull flagging here, coming higher again. So if we have a big blow off, you will go to the upper trend line here at much higher prices. I can't even look at it from the chart here. But man, what a run Apple has had. Insane. It really is. Rashad here, gold, roughly 2000, might have completely sell off as it held Friday's line on the continuation of two key support trend lines. Again, we know, as we just looked at, that we are below, lost the trend line here and the long-term trend line there. Not ideal. We are roughly at right here at 1980, excuse me. So not ideal for gold. That is 100% sure. Transpire again, you could say it was an amazing year to own the Magnificent Seven. You can see Nvidia, Meta, all, you know, 50, 50, 60, 70, 100 and something. Just absolutely mind-boggling numbers, especially Nvidia, right? That's just insane. And also look at the setup here. Cup and handle play, flirting with the all-time highs. As my good friend Burak says, he's also very bullish on the markets long-term here, even short-term and long-term. To me, it's something, it's just, it goes against my common sense, I guess, but still it makes total sense, right? Everyone is so bearish that maybe the big bear market is over. I don't know. It's just it's amazing. This is just a quote from North Star. I had a discussion with one, you know, that what he's saying here is we were talking fundamentals and technicals, and then Kevin here said the chart tells you the aggregate knowledge about the fundamentals of every market participant. That's why a break of a support or resistance is so important. So what he's saying here in short, this is only two lines, I know. But what you see in the charts is the summary of all people involved in that stock, in that sector, in that market. Where are we going next? So one guy, you know, on the other side of the spectrum could be very bearish. But again, if you add them all together, and you have a big break to the upside, that means that the majority of the people in that group of investors are bullish. And yeah, I like that quote. It makes total sense. Nice explanation, as Kevin always do. So yeah, this was a very long Twitter recap, but I find the charts very interesting. So I saved a lot of charts the past 2 days. guys, that is all. As always, like, subscribe. Do you agree with some of the charts that I posted? Yes or no, let me know. Also, follow the guys here in this video. I think they do a tremendous job with providing different views of the market, the bearish ones, the bullish ones, and different technicals uh, stuff. So I really enjoyed this. Follow them. And yeah, we will see you in the next one, guys. Cheers. Bye.